This way, Gunner. This way. Come on. Hi, 6th graders. Okay, today I want to talk to you about something pretty important. The importance of getting up and getting going in the morning and not sleeping all day. Technically, you're supposed to still be in school. So school hours right now are from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock technically, or 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock, or whatever, as long as you're up and going and getting your stuff done. And then you can enjoy the rest of your day. But sleeping till noon is not going to make you a very productive person. So I want to show you an example of this. Like, here's Cole this morning. Hi. Mama makes him get up, and he doesn't have to comb his hair. He can stay in his pajamas. But here he is, getting to work, getting going. He's got his assignments. He's working hard. So I still make him do that. Then later he can go outside. He can do whatever he wants to do and finish his day up. But it is very important, in order to stay sane, in order to stay productive and to feel good, you need to get up and get moving and get going. No more sleeping in. If you're in my second period, you should be up and sending me messages on Google Classroom that you are up and ready to go. Miss Clark's already been up and had a run this morning. So, and then I started talking to kids as soon as all that happened. So it's okay. It's okay to go outside. It's okay to do those things. But you need to get up and moving and not sleep till noon, 3 o'clock, whatever. I've heard some kids are sleeping till 3, like staying up all night and sleeping till 3. That's not healthy. Not healthy at all. It's bad. Don't do it. Okay, so today it is really nice outside. Well, it's cloudy, but it's also warm. It's like 68 on my porch. Gunner and I took a long run this morning, and it was great. So I'm going to read to you Crossbones. Hopefully this works. And I have my headphones on, so it kind of cancels out some noise of the birds, which sounds kind of nice today. I think we left off around page 80 in the Crossbones. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I am going to... Yes, Cole? What? Cole has a question. Can you wait till I'm done with this?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we left off around page... a little past page 80. I'll review page 80, just in case. Starting around there. Okay, so Ryan is at the fly shop, and Fitz decides... he's kind of... I don't know if he's obnoxious, or... I don't know. But I know it all. I don't know. Or maybe he's shady. I don't know. He may be a good guy. We have no idea yet. But Ryan's dad wants Ryan to stay behind at the fly shop to make like 1 billion ties or something. Little fly ties. And he is going to take his phone, I think. He's not going to let him talk on the phone. So Sarah is probably going to be trying to contact him, and he is not allowed to talk on the phone. So, actually, I'm going to start on page 87 since we reviewed all that. All right, so we're on Wednesday, June 22nd at 3 p.m. 4 hours, 1 sandwich, and 37 flies. Not bad. I feel I'm slightly ahead of schedule, and I have an idea about the number 311. I can't call Sarah from the shop phone because I know my dad will check the call list when he gets back in. We don't even have a home phone anymore, just cell phones in our pockets, and that's a bust. This leaves me a bit of an impasse when it comes to reaching Sarah, who is surely almost to Memphis by now. I'm closing the shop and walking down the street. I think Gladys Morgan might be able to help me with the numbers. She's been around here forever and a day, since the time when the apostle walked up and down the sidewalks all day trying to convert people. If anyone around here would know what the apostle had been up to, it would be old Gladys. I've spent more than an hour, Wednesday, June 22nd, 4:39 p.m. I've spent more than an hour not tying flies, which puts me way behind schedule, but it was totally worth it. I figured out what 311 means, or more accurately, Gladys Morgan figured it out for me. This is huge. It means we have all 4 locations. It means there's a chance we might actually be able to solve whatever this crazy thing is. The number 311 shot violently out of the Winchester like a bullet on the battlefield. It could have meant so many things. For all I knew, it was somehow attached to the Winchester. Old wrinkly Gladys steered me straight on that in a hurry once I got to the dusty library and started peppering her with questions. I had to handle it carefully because, like my dad, she had been part of the Crossbones. Who knew what she would do if she found out I was digging up Crossbones history? So, Miss Morgan, have you ever thought of the number 311 in a spooky sort of way? I asked her. You're a mixed up child, she began. Shouldn't you be minding the shop? It's a slow day. I just need a break. And you came down here to bother me? What are you up to? I'm not up to anything. I'm just bored, that's all. I highly doubt that. She sat there stewing for a good 20 seconds before saying another word, and even then it wasn't an answer. Numbers can be deceiving. What's that supposed to mean, I asked. No reply, so I switched tactics. Did you know the apostle back in the day? The preacher up the road said the apostle knew something about what the numbers meant. A huge lie, and about a preacher, no less. I felt my toes getting warm, like I'd sunk one level closer to a lake of fire. Gladys was as old as the dredge. If anyone knew about the apostle, it would be her. Sure, I knew the apostle. A highly annoying little man, if you ask me. He was always yelling at everyone he met. I don't understand. And then she looked at me funny, like she was trying to see inside my head. He preached fire and brimstone, which is always more believable when it's screamed in your face. Or so he thought. He used to say those numbers now and again, like he was taunting someone. A very odd duck, the apostle. I'm glad he's gone. I made her back up and tell me more. Had he said anything else about the numbers? This can't lead to anything good. It led to 40 million in gold last time. Not a bad answer, I do say so myself. Gladys let out a deep breath and shook her head. He didn't just say the numbers, he said something more. He'd be preaching along like he always did with that Bible in his hand, and suddenly he'd stop and yell, 311! Door go slam and you're dead! And he'd slam his hand on the Bible real hard. No one liked him. So I've heard. Gladys shot me an accusing look, and I knew I'd gotten dangerously close to her Crossbones radar. Before she could start asking me questions, I hightailed it to the shop. When I got back, I found two out-of-towners standing outside looking for free fishing tips. I steered them to the right direction as fast as I could. Then I jumped on the shop computer and typed the apostle's phrase into Google. 311 door go slam and you're dead. Right there it is. It felt all wrong typing it in there, like I'd said some sort of incarnation if the ghost of old Joe Bush was about to wander in, summon me from the dead. But Google felt differently about those words. It returned a link that made me whisper the word bingo the second I saw it. Haunted high schools. About 10 seconds later, I gave up on this idea of not using the shop phone to call Sarah. So he's about to call Sarah. He is probably going to get into some trouble. Wednesday, June 22nd, 5:12 p.m. Okay, we're going to stop there because it's starting to rain and my dogs are outside, so I've got to go get them. But I will pick back up on this soon. See you guys. Oh, if you have your discussion questions, you can probably go ahead and pull those out and get ready when we start doing the next little section of reading. Okay, bye guys.